King Cobra. Welcome to another episode of the Urban Retrospect. My name is Scott Jones, and I'm going to be your host. This evening, I have Parent, Simply P, representing.
Hey, it's your boy.
I have Wes, Big G, representing, and then we have Ken, representing Cleveland, Ohio. And for our viewers, if this is your first time coming, please, if you like this show, hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, hit that subscribe button. But you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, as well as TikTok at the Urban Retrospect. We're on Twitter at Retrospect1619. If you want us to review your product, have any questions, shoot us an email at the urbanretrospect@gmail.com. And if you want to see it all, hit us up at www.theurbanretrospect.com. And thank you for our return viewers. We appreciate that. Please share with your friends and family because, again, we're always here to review and highlight Black-owned products and services. And this evening, we're going to be talking about these cakes. And that's Vicky Cakes. Check out a little bit more about them right here.
Vicky, a single mom of four, created a delicious, wholesome recipe, a family secret for nearly 40 years, out of the necessity for her children. She reached in her cabinet and pulled out a few simple everyday ingredients to create what is known today as Vicky Cakes. In 2013, Vicky cooked breakfast for her daughter Christian and son-in-law Courtney. Courtney immediately fell in love with Vicky's pancakes and suggested they start selling it. 6 years later, Christian and Courtney launched Vicky Cakes on Mother's Day as a historical gesture to honor Vicky for her sacrifice as a mother. Happy 4th birthday to Vicky Cakes. On National Pancake Day 2019, Vicky Cakes opened a manufacturing facility in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. A few months later, Vicky Cakes became available on Amazon, Walmart.com, online marketplaces, and in local grocery stores across the country. In June 2020, during the pandemic, Vicky Cakes was featured on ABC's Good Morning America television show Deals and Steals. GMA viewers fell in love with the brand, the story, and the products, and they sold 154,000 bags of pancake mix in less than 24 hours. Vicky Cakes is a Black-owned and woman-owned company based in Texas. They offer vegan, daily-free homemade pancake and waffle mix with wholesome ingredients, no preservatives, no artificial colors, and no GMOs, which makes them different from other pancake brands. They also make pancake syrups that are all natural, contains no high fructose corn syrup, no preservatives, GMOs, nor artificial ingredients. Vicky Cakes' mission is to bring 1 million families back to the table for good meals and good memories. Their vision is to create a culture of family value and tradition and become the highest grossing pancake mix in the world. Hopefully, we can help them achieve their goal.
Now, a while back, when certain pancake and syrup companies were getting exposed because they had, certain people on the box that they should not have been having on the box, if you know what I mean.
And them rice folks too, Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben. Honestly, I don't even know if Colonel should be on the other box, but that's another story.
Another story. Yeah, you're right about that.
Talking about these cakes. But when all that was going on, I Googled, hey, let me see if we have any Black-owned pancake companies that we can support. So I Googled it, and Vicky Cakes was right there at the top. A couple of years later, here we are. So I appreciate us agreeing to do this because it was an experience. So I reached out to Vicky Cakes to see if we can get a bundle created for us, considering what we're doing. I explained to them what it is that we do and what we can do to be able to try out several different kinds, and then as well as a syrup. So I sent it to maybe it was about 4 or 5 email addresses that they had on their website. Christian, who happens to be the daughter of the founder responded back, said, yes, we'll be more than happy to work with you. We'll create a bundle for you to work out for your group, and hope you all enjoy our cakes. Of course, she said more, but that's how it works. So I was really, really excited about being able to support them, just because, number one, you don't talk to the owners all the time, man. They aren't as fast as responding, and they were very accommodating. So that's just one thing I wanted to add to that. But I want y'all to tell me about y'all's experience with these cakes. Let's start off with you, Perrin. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, so I had some friends that come in from out of town. So let me tell you what I got. Yeah. So I got the original, the OG, and I got the sweet potato mix, and I got the gluten-free. And the story with the gluten-free, my daughter had a bad case of COVID, and it's, all of a sudden she can't have any gluten in her diet. So I decided to get the gluten-free mix. I haven't tried the gluten-free mix yet. And also my daughter loves sweet potatoes. So I got the sweet potato mix. But the one I tried out was the original, the OG. And I had some friends come down. I made it with bacon and eggs with some cheese in it. And it turned out very good. And I got the syrup as well. The syrup, on the other hand, is a little too runny for my liking, as you can see. So for the cakes, I like the cakes, and then all my friends, they love the cake, but the syrup is very questionable. That's all I got for you, Scott.
Okay. Now, when you mentioned, when you said something about the syrup, when you told the rest of us, you said it was.
Oh yeah, the syrup.
How running was?
Hey, the syrup running faster than Usain Bolt. The thing was gone. So soon we opened the syrup and poured on the pancake, it took off. So you see half the bottle is gone. Yeah, it came out running. You see half the bottle's gone. We don't put that much syrup on our pancake. It just accidentally overspilled from when we poured it on the cake. So the syrup is not very viscous at all.
Okay.
Hey, Ken, you see that word viscous?
Right.
That's my dog. But yeah. Go ahead.
Okay,
Scott,
no, you're good. You good. You want to add anything else?
Oh yeah, so the pancakes was amazing. I like them. I like the pancakes, Scott. And that's the OG. Now I can't wait to try out these sweet potatoes pancake mix. My mom is a big sweet potato fan, so I'm gonna wait for next weekend. I'm taking to Tennessee. We're gonna pour it up. And one thing I forgot to mention. Now, the pancakes called for 1 cup of milk, and I didn't have any milk, but I did have some buttermilk. So I did 1 cup of buttermilk. So I deviated from the instruction. I know we got rules, fellas, that we're supposed to follow. And the pancake asked for 1 cup of milk. I did 1 cup of buttermilk because that's all I had. And also for every 1 cup of buttermilk, you're supposed to do 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So I put in a tablespoon of baking powder. I deviated from the plan, but the mix is still good. I got some very good pancakes out of this, and we're gonna post our pancakes on our site as well.
Good stuff.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate it. Ken, tell me about your cake experience, your Vicky cake.
So I made mine this past weekend. I got the original, the blueberry, and the sweet potato. Light P, I only got a chance to make the OG, the original one. My plan was I was gonna get up and make it for my wife. And she was like, I'm not eating, I'm fasting. So I was like, okay, so it's just me and the girls. So that's what we, that was easy. I got a 5 and a 7-year-old. They're picky. Let's just stick with the plain ones, you know what I'm saying? But I will say real quick, I want to try sweet potato ones. It's a certain pancake restaurant in the Tennessee area that we've all been to that makes them, and they so fire there. So I want to see how they compare. Anyway, so I made them. It wasn't nothing special. For me, maybe I need that buttermilk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should have went and got the buttermilk. It was cool. I mean, let me say this. My kids loved them. Okay. My kids definitely loved them for me, it was nothing special. And that boy, that syrup, no, that syrup, that syrup wasn't working. I'm not, we don't say nothing extra, so that wasn't working for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. Y'all have a blessed night.
All right. All
Well,
right.
you stupid.
Y'all not a fan of the syrup. I'm gonna say one thing about the syrup before I go to the next person. You know why y'all probably don't like that syrup? Because it doesn't have that high fructose cornstarch. That's what's
You might-
making
you might got a point.
making y'all addicted to that.
I got a question. Does that make it? Does that thicken it up?
I don't know if it thickens it up, but
I'm just saying because if so, you on
you on point. You on something.
Yeah, because if not though, I don't want my syrup.
They're running.
Yeah,
dog.
Understand. All right, Wes, tell us about your Vicky cake experience. What you think?
Okay, well, I bought the chocolate chip, the OG, and the blueberry. Well, my fiance actually cooked the food for the kids. Right now I'm on a particular diet and I can't really eat pancakes, trying to lose weight, trying to stay, but from my kids in review, they were satisfied. They were very happy, especially because my son is a big chocolate person, and so is my daughter. So they loved it. To me, I'll give them a thumbs up. They even enjoyed the syrup, believe it or not. I know y'all two don't disagree with it, but they enjoyed the syrup. It's kind of cool because, one of the things, one of my favorite breakfasts growing up was pancakes, and, seeing your grandma, aunties, mom, making them scratch, man. So I'm kind of glad we did this product because it's kind of bringing back some memories from childhood. So it was pretty good to me, man.
Hey, Wes, what was your favorite type of pancake growing up? Or,
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Or did anybody special make it?
Well, I used to love the pancakes my mom used to make. Now, back in the days, it was just plain pancakes. And you got that damn country syrup from the stuff that made this shit
We had
good.
corn syrup.
Yeah, that country syrup, you know what I'm saying? And that was dope. But nowadays, man, pancakes are so fancy now because we didn't have chocolate chip pancakes back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It was just, it was just that little stuff they did. You don't know what all they put in it, but that mofo was good.
Yeah.
Man, my aunt used to make the most fire pancakes. She actually used to put little chunks of pineapple in them, and then she would take the syrup and warm it up. And this was back when they was using real butter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you biting into that, boy. Oh my God, that was delicious, boy. So that's it, man. My bad, Wes.
He said,
he felt some type of way on that one.
Big G, what you think about them cakes?
Man, funny thing is, similar situations to Wes and Ken. I wasn't able to taste them myself. I made them for my boys. 16 and 12 years old, pancakes, syrup, bacon. They devoured it. I asked them how did they enjoy it. They really did. I hit them with the OG also. Had I known everybody else was cooking OG, I would have did the blueberries. But they enjoyed it. I enjoyed making them. The instructions was on the back, clear. I did the instructions. I didn't deviate. So I may have put a little bit of butter in there, but other than that, they were really good, and the kids thought they were really good. So, it don't take too much to please kids, especially young teenage boys. So I give them a thumbs up.
Good stuff. All
Hey,
right.
what about the syrup though, man? You try the syrup?
Well, yeah, they drank it. They had the syrup.
They drank it.
They tried the syrup and they looked at it funny, but you know, once they tasted it and it had a little sweetness to it, they didn't care. They didn't care.
That's all they needed.
Exactly.
That sugar.
What about you, Scott Jones?
Well, let me tell you. So it's really ironic that we decided to do this when we did. Number one, if you all noticed the video on Mother's Day was when they decided to launch this. And a lot of us made pancakes on Mother's Day. I did, for example. I made pancakes on Mother's Day for my mother when I was in Louisville, Kentucky. Well, when I got the pancakes, I got the sweet potato, you know, because we love all things sweet potato. It's one of our favorite things about going into the Thanksgiving holidays is that we like all the sweet potato stuff. I also got chocolate chip. Of recent, I would say over the last 5-6 years, when all these pancake places have been selling pancakes with chocolate chips on it, the missus has been loving that. So I got that for her. But then I also got the blueberry. So let me tell y'all some background on the blueberry pancake. So, you know, growing up, and that's one thing about pancakes is it brings the family together. You know, that's something that you'll eat on a Saturday morning. It's nothing that you really have time to make in the morning before you were going to school. But it was something about Saturday mornings. But we also used to eat them for dinner because breakfast that's what I did tonight anyway. But the blueberry pancakes, I used to eat those over my cousins. My Auntie Katie, my dad's sister, and her boys, Ryan, Alex, and Anthony. Shout out to them. I used to spend, you know, weeks over there during the summer, you know, weekends during the school or what have you. And that's what she used to make us. But she was making her blueberry pancakes with that Jiffy, you know, that Jiffy cornbread mix. There's a blueberry, you know, brand of it, but it wasn't using real blueberries. I don't know what those little hard, cheap blueberries in there, but she used to make them with those, and then to make it stretch, she'll put it in a box of Hungry Jack pancake mix. Now, in contrast to my mom, she used to do the stuff that was in the red box where you have to add the eggs and the milk. But then the syrup that she used was the one with the black woman in the yellow top that they changed up just recently. Oh. Well, the syrup that my aunt used to use was K-Roll. You remember K-Roll syrup?
Yes.
Yep.
That's the country syrup. That's what I was talking about. That country syrup.
K-Roll. That's what they used. And then the black woman with the yellow top, that was thick as well. So it was really crazy when we, you know, got the syrup, how thin it was. The other pancakes that I made was the blueberry. Sweet potato I made on Sunday. Parents loved them. Mom didn't even need the syrup. She said, don't even give me any syrup. I'll just go ahead and eat them like that. So I made that for them as a brunch. But then tonight, I made the blueberry pancakes. And you all know I'll eat right before we start this. So that's what I did. We just had some blueberry pancakes and some swine. And that swine cost $10. $10 for that packet. $10 for bacon. Where's this world come to? So I made the blueberries, and the blueberries were it was off the chain. So one thing with them is all of their ingredients that they put in there, they're real fruits, real chocolate chip, real sweet potato stuff. So that's one good thing about those. The blueberries are off the chain.
All right.
That was my Vicky cakes experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed them. So, you know, go ahead, sir.
There's one other thing that I do want to bring up is the instructions. I think that if we had if it was possible, the problem that I had was that it only made a large quantity, right? And it was all, you know, in that one container.
Right.
You know, like on instances like that, like what I just went through. My kids, again, they 5 and 7. They had a pancake each, but this thing made what, like 10 medium-sized pancakes.
Yeah. I had to throw 2 away. You're right.
So, you know, if it came with instructions for smaller amounts,
you
know, or you know what I'm saying, like say I just like Biggie's pancakes, but I don't want to be gluttonous. You know what I'm saying? So I only need to make 2 or 3. That's it. or 4, maybe just
Yeah,
split
good
it.
point. I had the same issue, Ken. You're right, because this is a whole. The instruction was awesome. Like G said, you just follow the instruction to the T. It's straightforward, nothing too fancy. But yeah, like Ken said, but you got to make the whole thing. You got to make the whole
Well,
thing.
it just all depends, because let me go back to something that you said. You said that you deviated from the instructions using the buttermilk. You actually didn't, because they do have the recipe for traditional pancakes, but then they also have one for vegan. So if you even use that, because vegans obviously aren't using buttermilk, they're using non-dairy milk, so you would have been good with that. So if you wanted to, let's say, I know there are a lot of companies that will put, how much you need for certain quantities, but I want to say we made 3, 6, 9, maybe 12 pancakes about this size total tonight, and maybe 6 to 8 of the other ones between the 3 of us, my parents and I. So if you just cut this down in half, the only challenge you would have is the actual egg, because you can't cut an egg in half. But if you didn't even want to use an egg, for the vegan, what they're recommending is a 1/4 cup of applesauce or an egg replacement.
Mm-hmm.
Probably wouldn't be any different. So that could be a good way of cutting it down in half, because the only thing that you would have to worry about trying to cut in half is an egg.
Mm-hmm.
So just something to consider. But I understand that that's definitely a logical reason. Anyone else? All right, well, what we have to do right here. As we do with other shows, if we like it, if we would recommend it to our friends and family, or if we would buy it again, we're gonna put the fist up. Now, if we don't like it, don't put anything up. You know what I'm saying? So on the count of 3, show on signs that if you like it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. All righty. Well, hey, it's all good.
Hey, listen, man, I might just be the hater, and I'm not even the hater, man. I think it's one of those things for me. I mean, I would recommend, if somebody was looking for a Black-owned product, like I'd say, hey, try it. But in terms of purchasing again, just for me, no, I probably wouldn't.
Okay.
Can't please everybody.
Exactly. Well, I will ask everybody to support Vicky Cakes. We'll have that information towards the end of the show. But I will go ahead and just remind you, VickyCakesOnline.com is where you go to buy them. They're also on Instagram. They're also on Facebook. So check them out.
Keep doing your thing, Vicky Cakes.
Yeah.
Sure, keep grinding.
Yeah.
And before I go to the next thing, this is just a little personal shout out that I wanted to do. For the folks that have been watching us since day one, y'all pretty much have seen the brother's hair grow on this mug. I stopped going to the barber, I want to say in March of 2020, because the barber did not want to adhere to the mask regulations, and he wasn't enforcing it with his customers. So I just grew my hair out. You know what I'm saying? So I grew it out all the way until January, and then the missus started off these locks. And after a couple times of her doing it, then I started going to Tasha at Mary's Hair Salon up here in Hendersonville, Tennessee. So earlier this morning, she hooked the brother up. I try to go every 2 weeks just because I want to keep it clean and professional. So if anybody's looking to start that lock journey and you all are in the Middle Tennessee area, make sure you all check out Tasha at Mary's Hair Salon. So appreciate that. And then, of course, representing the African or National Museum of African American Culture. So trying to make Black, or purchasing Black, or supporting Black a lifestyle. So keep watching the Urban Retrospect. That's going to end us with another episode of the Urban Retrospect. As a reminder, please support Vicky Cakes. You can purchase Vicky Cakes at VickyCakesOnline.com. You can also find them on IG and Facebook. They were some good cakes. I appreciate it. Thank you again to our viewers. If you just watched this and you like what you're watching, go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe and then that bell so you'll get reminded when another one comes out. If you want to catch us on Instagram, TikTok, as well as Facebook, Find us on the Urban Retrospect. We're also on Twitter at Retrospect1619. If you want us to review your product, have any questions, shoot us an email at theurbanretrospect@gmail.com. And lastly, to find everything, check us out on www.theurbanretrospect.com. Thank you again for joining us. And as we always say, peace, love, and
Retrospect.
Hey.
Cue the music.
Operator. What movie is that from? Is there any lipstick on my face?
Oh, that was the
Operator.
What'd you say? What was it?
lipstick.
Hold on, Scott. Hold on. What was
Do
it?
I have any lipstick on my face?
That was Play. House Party.
Yeah, that's after he
Classic.
off. And
Hey,
right.
yeah. Hey, that's a good rap group too, Wes. Don't be slipping on how Kid and Play, man. No, they used to spit, yo. Look, he only like that
They
scene.
used to spit.
Yeah, dude, I bet you ladies want to see PLAYK. Man, come on, man. That's
It's the
your hype.
PLAY. Just here to say
that's-
how it has to be, and maybe tell you about the day I
Thank you.
picked up a microphone, a pad, and a pen. The
Man.
legend began.
That's not spitting. That's
Play.
not
Come
spitting.
on, man.
No, for I will say, listen, for that time period, Play could actually flow. But they're never going to be considered lyricists. Never, nothing that they do is ever going to be considered lyricists.
I think they had more of a cultural impact.
For sure.
I think so too.
That's
King Cobra.